Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the DS Asylum. I'm your warder, Dimitri Strine, and I just watched the new Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, and oh boy, Legends is the last thing I'm thinking about right now, but we do have the Zenkai for the EX Yellow Beerus, the 1-year anniversary EX, well, one of them anyway. It's kind of astonishing how they went from releasing a Zenkai for a second anniversary sparking, and then immediately afterwards going back to the 1-year anniversary. What? Ordering, it doesn't exist. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at him. I'm going to max him out right here. And we're just going to take a look at his stats, his kit, and all that. Real quick, I don't want anyone to just write this guy off immediately just because Evolution Vegeta and Gogeta exist. They're LFs, alright? Not everyone has these units. For someone who does not have Evolution Blue Vegeta or Gogeta Blue, this is going to be their yellow option. So just keep that in mind. If you have one of these LFs, especially at high stars, obviously you're not going to run this damn EX unless he's ridiculously broken for some weird reason. So yeah, just don't go around saying, well, no one's going to use him over the LF. Yeah, no shit. This is for people who don't have the LF. Remember, they have a 0.5% pull rate. So taking a look at his stats, we got 2.4 million health, 244,000 strike, 163,000 blast. Yeah, that's not right. 263,000 blast, 162,000 strike defense, 160,000 blast defense. Fairly good stats. He is an EX unit. EX units have lower stats than Sparkings, and these are pretty good stats. You know, nothing's too low. Like, the strike attack is whatever. Like, these are the stats that you probably see on your average 14-star Sparking. And that's perfectly fine. I mean, he's an EX unit. To be on par stat-wise with your average Sparking is perfectly fine. Taking a look at the arts cards, Strike and Blast are normal. Super Attack deals Major Explode, destroys 2 cards. I believe that's the same. Restore Ki by 40, 25% the damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. Let's see if that was... okay, they upped it by 5 timer counts. Alright. Main ability, 35% the damage inflicted for 20 timer counts. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade plus 25% the damage received for 20 timer counts. Pretty good main ability, nothing amazing. Zenkai ability is always going to be the yellow, or not yellow, the color plus EX. Perfectly fine. Blast attack and defense. That's great. Alright, so going into the abilities, blast damage inflicted increases according to the number of timer counts? What the hell? Timer counts elapsed with current character. 3 counts, 30%, 6 counts, 50%, 10 counts, 60%. Honestly, you'll see the 6 count one fairly often. 10 counts, maybe not, especially if you're running him with Vados. You're going to try and switch her in as quickly as possible to keep those swap out buffs rolling. So maybe you won't see the 60% increase, but you'll definitely see the 50%, I feel. So that's fine. While this character is on the battlefield, applies the following effects itself every time the enemy uses a Strike or Blast Arts card. 20% the damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, reduced damage received by 10% for 5. This is actually pretty good because he has pretty decent defenses, 260 on K on both, 160K. Why can't I speak tonight? What the hell? I'm even worse than usual. 160K on both. So having that 10% every single time they activate a card for 5 timer counts, it's going to allow him to do a little bit of tanking. That first hit's probably going to do a lot, but then like once they get to like the 3rd card, they're really not going to do anything. This essentially shuts down anything with card draw speed. That's the value in these, reduces damage received by whatever for 5 timer counts. These types of abilities essentially just shut down units with card draw speed. Now we're going into the new unique abilities. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. Draw a blast card, restore Ki by 30, seals enemy strike guards for 3 counts. So he just has to enter the battlefield. He doesn't even have to be doing a cover change. It's actually really good. This also helps in the whole units with the card draw speed, because you can just go ahead and bring him in on a cover change. He's going to lock the strikes, and if they have a lot of blast cards, he's just not going to take a lot of damage. So it's actually looking pretty good. And then finally, applies the following effects to self when battle starts. 40% the damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. Reduced damage received by 20% cannot be cancelled. So that's really going to pair well with this. It seems he's going to be a unit that's going to be really good at just like taking hits, which is good because he's always going to be buffing his damage up. Since he gets 30 ki on switching, he's gonna pair up really well with Vados, who gives like another 30, 35, 40 something ki when she swaps out. So he's gonna enter the battlefield with like 60, 70 ki, some BS like that. So, and he draws a blast card. That's always good. Drawing a card whenever you enter the battlefield is always good. So honestly, this Beerus looks pretty solid. Like, he's not outstanding or anything. He's not gonna break the game. Is he better than the LFs? No, not really. But I'd say for a free option, he's pretty solid. Like, they've actually been doing a really good job with these free units, especially the Zenkais. Like, I honestly can't remember the last time we got a bad free Zenkai. Like, what was the last bad one? Like, Raditz? The first one? I feel like he's the only one that's, like, genuinely bad. The yellow Vegeta wasn't that good either. So I guess you have that one. But, like, they've done a really good job with EX Zenkais. I feel like all of them serve a purpose. And they're all fairly solid. And this guy's going to be a pretty good yellow unit for God Key if you don't have the LF. So honestly, I would highly recommend that you grind this guy up, especially if you don't have the LFs. And even if you do, I'd still grind him up because there may be a spot on him or for him on like a specific team setup. Just try some stuff out and just have a bit of fun. Just use different units, right? I mean, that's good enough reason as any to grind him up, just for a bit of variety. So yeah, I'm actually kind of impressed with him. He doesn't seem, overly amazing, nor does he seem bad. He's a pretty good Zenkai. It's a pretty good unit. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'll see y'all later today for the update.